Hello, friends. It's a matter of the 1992 Olympics. Derek Redmond was almost ready to win the 400 meters sprint race. People had a lot of expectations for him, and even Derek was confident about winning the race. But as the race crossed 150 meters, Derek suddenly started feeling pain in his leg. He was in so much pain that he sat in the middle of the race. The actual reason for the pain was the hamstring injury. His leg hamstring was torn. Therefore, he was unable to stand. But after a few minutes, he forcefully made himself stand, and with that pain, he started running in the race. He was in so much pain that his eyes were filled with tears. But still, he ran. He didn't give up. He ran. By seeing him like this, one person crossed security and came to Derek. That man was Derek's father. He supported Derek and left him as he reached near the finish line. After that, he completed that race alone while crying. After all this, obviously, Derek was the last to complete that race. But even after that, 65,000 people in that stadium gave standing ovation to Derek. People gave more respect to Derek compared to the person who won the race. Why? Because Derek in that race behaved like a real man. He knew that he won't win the race and he could quit. But still, he chose to complete the race despite his pain. And that real man attitude became the reason why so many people remember Derek, who came last compared to the person who came first, See, many people, when they get ditched or when they face any negative experience, they become closed-hearted people. It means if anyone cheats them, they never get into a relationship. If any friend betrays them, then they never make friends. This way, they close themselves off from the world after getting any negative experience so that they never face them again in their lives. But people with strong masculine nature, people who attract others a lot, are the ones who remain open even after getting negative experiences in their lives. They face the world like a real man, which increases their testosterone level, and in return, they become more manly. Even you should be the same. Therefore, lesson number 1, live with an open heart even when it hurts. If you notice, almost everything in this world has two opposites. The opposite of day is night, love has hate, life's opposite is death, sweet's opposite is bitter. Similarly, everything has two opposites, which also helps in lifting life and building attraction. The biggest example of it is a man and a woman. Both get attracted to each other. You must have heard that opposites attract. Now, if some people say that nowadays same-sex people also get attracted to each other, homosexuals, then even in them, attraction builds when one partner plays the masculine role and the other plays the feminine role. One is active, then the other is a passive partner. It means for attraction, it is important to be opposite. However, every individual has a mixture of masculine and feminine nature, but in a general sense, 80% of men have more masculine nature, whereas in girls, there is more feminine nature. In masculine nature, the main priority is to complete their mission and to search for their freedom, whereas the priority of the feminine is to search for love. Both are important, and we all have a mixture of it. But today, I will focus on masculine nature and share 5 points on men that help them improve their masculine nature, and also help them attract others, especially those with feminine qualities. I have already shared the first point. Now let's move to the second point. Suppose there's a boy whose parents love him a lot. They love him so much that they fulfill all his demands. They buy the best things for him, and usually, he never hears the word no. With such mollycoddling, that boy was brought up, and whenever he needs money, he asks his parents, and for any small work, he takes help from his family. This way, his entire life becomes dependent on his family. On the other side, there's another boy. Even his parents love him a lot, but due to financial problems, they don't fulfill all his wishes. Because of this, since an early age, he gets used to hearing no. Therefore, he becomes independent. He does all his work by himself, he takes care of himself, and whenever he needs money, he starts working and earns money by himself. Now, between these two, who do you think will be more masculine? Who would be the one out of these two who will be able to face life's problems more maturely? Who will be able to take care of himself in a better way? The one who has seen tough life since childhood, or the one who cries after facing small rejections? Well, it's quite extreme. But truly, if a boy stays dependent on his parents and always stays under the shell of their expectations and criticism, then he won't be a true man. Because, as I said before, masculine nature means the search for freedom. Therefore, the second lesson is, live as if your father is dead. I know you may find this a rigid statement, but if you want to be a truly masculine man, then instead of becoming dependent on your father, become a man on whom others want to depend. Suppose there's a boy who loves a girl very much. Now, because he loves her a lot, whatever she tells him, he does exactly the same without thinking much. In fact, he loves her so much that in front of her, he never values his own knowledge and opinions. For example, he truly believes that alcohol is not good for health, and he asks others not to drink alcohol. But one day, when that girl tells him that no, alcohol is not that bad, and we can drink it, instead of saying no, he says yes, you are right. It's not that bad, and we can have it. He does all this because he feels that if he listens to her only, then that girl will like him. But the fact is, these types of boys are usually the ones who end up in the friend zone or the brother zone. Why? Because that boy doesn't value his own knowledge and opinions. He doesn't have value for his own beliefs and opinions. And when someone doesn't value himself, then why would others respect him or value him? Forget about relationships. Hence, if you want to be a real masculine man, then always value your beliefs and opinions. Don't change your beliefs just to impress others. If they say something logical, then do change, but just to impress, then a big no, because it is not good for both of them. For example, there's a discussion going on between a couple. The man says that we should go to the hill station by car. However, the wife says that we should go by bus. However, the man has a strong belief that the car is the best option for both of them. But still, he agrees to go by bus just for his wife. As the journey starts, that girl starts vomiting, and because that bus isn't a private vehicle, they can't stop it in the middle, because of which that girl gets sick, and their entire trip gets spoiled. After which that man pent up his entire anger on his wife, and blames her for everything, which hurts both of them. See, when a man takes a decision based on his own beliefs, even when that decision goes wrong, he will learn from it and improve and grow. But when he takes a decision based on others' perspectives, if that decision goes wrong at that time, he will blame her or others for it, either by saying or by keeping it in mind. And if that decision goes right, then it will decrease their confidence. Therefore, lesson number 3, never change your opinions just to please others. As I said in the previous point, that a man should never change his beliefs or opinions just to impress a girl or others. Similarly, a real man should never put anyone above his passion, even if that person is your partner. For example, recently, I watched Gully Boy. In that movie, Ranveer loved Alia Bhatt very much, but the thing which helped him to forget Alia Bhatt was his love towards rap. Somewhere his passion, meaning rapping, was above Alia Bhatt. Passion should come first. A man's masculine nature improves and gets stronger when a man searches for a definite purpose and works on it with all his heart, without allowing anyone to come above it. And when he does this, people start liking him and automatically get attracted towards him. Many people ask me, "Sir, how can we impress girls?" The answer to this is, if you give priority to any girl more than your passion or life, then many times this thing would not be liked by that girl. Instead of getting attracted by it, she may leave you. Hence, never put anyone above your life or passion. Love them, care for them, but just to impress them, don't forget your purpose or passion. Because not forgetting your aim and purpose can have a high chance of that girl getting attracted towards you. If she doesn't get attracted, then for sure, better and greater people will get attracted towards you. Therefore, lesson 4th, make a clear purpose and follow it wholeheartedly to become an attractive, masculine nature man. There were 2 men. One was very rich, and the other was very poor. When asked the poor man why he is so poor, he replied, "I am so poor because since childhood, I have faced many problems. My father was an alcoholic. My mother was a housewife. We had financial problems, and therefore, I couldn't study and failed to become successful." After which, when asked the rich man how he became so rich, he replied, "I was able to become rich because I had faced many problems since childhood. My dad was an alcoholic, my mom was a housewife, we faced financial problems, I couldn't study, but still, because of all this, I learned to earn money since childhood. I really worked hard, and that made me so successful today. You will find many people who will blame family luck for their not-so-successful life. For example, their parents don't give them money. Their brothers are not good. They have family issues. Therefore, they don't get time, etc. However, few people with real masculine nature face the same problems, the same situations. But still, they are able to make time for working on their purpose, which, in return, makes their life beautiful. In the same Gully Boy example, Ranveer's family had a lot of issues, but instead of making those problems an excuse, he made it his life motivation and changed his life. Therefore, the last fifth point, don't use your family as an excuse. These were the 5 lessons from an amazing book, The Way of Superior Man by David Deida. According to me, every individual must read this book, at least once, especially men should read it. Share this video with your friends and family so that even they can become masculine nature people. Like the video if you find it useful. Comment and say who is a real man according to you. Subscribe and click the bell icon so that whenever I upload a new video, you will get its notification. And finally, thanks for watching.